Hello everybody, this is Kate Rebel of Kate Rebel's Realm, and I am back, and I'm ready to do the Infernal Blast. I have been so loving this. This has been so much fun for me to read these stories for the first time with you guys, and I have actually come up with a few new favorites along the way personally, so I hope it's helping you guys out. I am so happy with this crazy lore that we have from this game. I thought I could go crazy and do a whole like Pepe Sylvia thing, and I could do this long video about how all of the factions and heroes intertwine and all their lore connects. This is part 1 of the Infernal Blast. Let's get into it. We're starting with Autumn from the Infernal Blast faction. She looks like when you play Sims and you start messing with their face a little bit to try and make them look like you, but it just kind of doesn't work, and the eyes get wonky and the nose gets in the wrong spot, and it just doesn't quite look, something's wrong. She is a wonky sim. Okay, Autumn. One with the woods. Tree elves like Autumn are not one with nature, seeing the birds as their siblings, the plants as their parents, and the earth as their destiny. The twin of the renowned tree elf psychic Spring, Autumn is a tree elf druid, also gifted with psychic abilities, speaking telekinetically with the Great Tree Mother, the ruler of the Maternia jungle, as well as with the birds of the Holy Land. She reveres the mysterious owl Lord Dillion in particular, and while Autumn can communicate with all animals and has spent a millennia learning their names and stories, she has a particularly close bond with the owls and is seen as their protector as much as they are hers. Then why are you... She's like, I am your protector. Let me skin you and wear you as a hat? No, she's a druid. I was gonna say maybe she's like half forming. That's definitely a hat, though. There's no way. There's no way. Okay. Well, maybe the story will make us feel better about the pelt hat. Raised in the great forest alongside Spring, Autumn is sworn to protect the realm, yet she does not do this with the end of a blade or arrow. Instead, she chooses to feel the vibrations of the plants around her, able to detect where there is trouble in the forest so she can provide her healing. After speaking with the animals of the land and learning their secrets, she has a vast knowledge of their powers of the plants to make powerful salves, tonics, and magic to protect the jungle realm. Passing her knowledge on to all she trusts, Autumn roams the jungle guided by owls, camouflaged and moving silently, making sure none threaten the holy and ancient magic of her siblings in the forest. Fiercely loyal and logical for Autumn, the forest is herself as all life is herself, meaning it is only natural to heal the jungle so that she can too heal herself. For maybe one day she shall be reborn as a mighty oak or an owl perched in a bough. Yet Autumn's adventures through the jungle have also revealed great power, most particularly over the fire that could devastate her land. She must understand this so as to resist it and never let her homeland be destroyed, and while she respects the destruction of fire, she adores the creation of the jungle. While she may seem peculiar to outsiders, particularly other elves who worship the stars she never sees, to Autumn, it is they who are peculiar. Maybe she is right. Okay, so it never explained why she's wearing one of the elves on her head as a hat. I think one of them died. It was probably like the great queen owl that died, and all the other owls were like, oh my gosh, we have to honor our owl queen. And Autumn goes, well, I am your savior. We'll worship your owl god by wearing her as a hat. I don't know, I'm making things up. Moren, wow. Am I happy that I turned off the vocals for the heroes, because she is something else. Heart at Sea. Moren was the only daughter of the president of the Chamber of Marine Commerce. After her father was betrayed and murdered, she fled to the sea under the protection of a group of her father's loyalists. In order to survive, Moren, who has both guts and brains, soon gathered her own crew and started her own business. After her crew was defeated by Captain Shark, Moren was forced to join the Shark Pirates and soon became one of Captain Shark's aide with her superior wit. Maybe she works with Maul. Azoth! Let's get into his story. Like mother, like son. Not only is Azoth a gifted demon mage, he is also the succubus queen Zillatu's second child and among her most insidious and consequently favorite children. What? Zillatu? Zillatu's a MILF? Let's go. What Azoth lacks in physical strength, he more than makes up in for malice, intelligence, and love of cruel magic. After his elder brother Zaru was struck down by the gods fearing his might, Zillatu granted Azoth's each and every depraved wish, and the result of which is a demon, not only an unrivaled intellect and a powerful command over magic, but also an unbridled sense of cruel hedonism. Azoth is an utterly selfish being with one exception. He is a devoted servant of his mother Zillatu and has sworn to serve her in any and all ways, from stealing the children of peoples of Taya to turn into corrupted demons, to sparking conflict between nations and empires. Outside of his duties to his mother, Azoth is carefree in his studies of magic and his pursuits of hedonistic desires, making slaves fight to the death for his amusement, stealing enough food to cause famines, and forcing his inferiors to serve his whims in hosting enormous banquets where fine wine flows like rivers of sulfur in his home in the infernal volcano. He is known for his love of fire and can wield it with notable vigor, famed for his love of burning down human settlements and incinerating any slaves who disobey his wishes. He even reduced one of his many wives in his harem to ashes just because Zillatu told him to, testing his devotion to her. Okay, Zillatu. Azoth's eccentricity, snobbiness, decadence, and extreme devotion to his mother, however, has ostracized him somewhat from his demon kin, who see him as a spoilt snob that had squandered his potential, openly saying how they wish he had been destroyed rather than his brother. Azoth pays little attention to those who condemn him, only worrying about carrying out his mother's wishes and pursuing his own hedonistic delights. Although nothing thrills him more than spreading chaos and testing out his fiery magic on anyone who oppose him. Yeah, hate me. I'm Mommy's favorite. Amani! Let's read Amani's story. Hopefully this was a little bit nicer than what we just read. Although we are in the Infernal Blast, and I'm very excited to add that lore to my complexity chart. The wisest of them. Amani was found by the nomadic Kabwa nation as a baby mysteriously abandoned in Desno Prairie, presumably left as a sacrifice by another tribe to the cruel savanna deities for rain. Adopted by the wise woman of the Kubwa, Bazara, Amani trained as Bazara's apprentice, who told her she was a gift from the sun god Kanga to the people of Denzo Prairie. Amani quickly became adept in the duties of a wise woman, including divining the future from dreams, finding water, and guiding rites to honor the ancestors of the tribe. An incredibly respected position among the Kabwa. When a wise woman reaches a certain age, she walks into the desert alone to die and become one with the ancestors, ready for her successor to take her place, naming her just before she leaves. On the night before naming Kurgoze for Bazara, she mysteriously died before she could make Amani her heir, with no sign of what caused her death. The chief of the Kabwa claimed the trickster god Ansok had killed the wise woman to cause trouble, and so, to restore order, he named his own daughter Bazara's successor. Amani knew this was not what the ancestors willed, and gave a passionate speech, cursing the chief for forsaking tradition and predicting they would face nothing but misfortune until justice was done. She left the tribe, traveling the wilderness of Denzo Prairie as a shaman, searching for guiding omens from the tribe's ancestors. Months of droughts plagued the land before Amani had a dream of a wildebeest, a symbol of the god Kanga, standing on a pyramid, pointing with its antlers at the ground before it. It then showed her a vision of the chief placing a scorpion in Bazara's tent to poison her and make his daughter wise woman. Amani instantly recognized the pyramid and knew she had to travel there to unearth whatever lay in the dirt. Here, she found an ancient staff that gave her the power of fire. She returned to the Kabwa, told them of her dream, and burned down the chief's hut, killing the chief and his daughter before being named wise woman of a tribe now fractured by drought and schisms. Amani wanders nomadically with what is left of her tribe, guided by Bizarra and the other ancestors, fanatically devoted to them and the Kabwa spirits. She is kind to those the spirits bless and cruel to those they loathe, and like her, they are highly unpredictable. I dug that! She's a shaman and she sees dreams in the future and she can predict all the... Woo! So thank you guys for watching so much. I really liked all of those stories were actually really cool. And now we have Milfy Zillatu action that we're gonna have to read up on some more lore about that. And Amani's story was amazing. And Autumn is a really cool elf druid, and I dug that. That was awesome too. I'm gonna have to start notating all of this lore so that I can connect it. Okay, well that is the end of part 1 for Infernal Blast. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I wanted to say thank you to everybody for commenting, and please comment, let me know what you want to see, what you want to hear more of. If you have any feedback, I'd love to know. Thank you for watching. I'm Kate Rebel. This is Kate Rebel's Realm, and I will see you guys next time. Tea. I'm so excited. Okay, let's get into it. Just casually. Just carefree. What if we worship her by me, She's a pick-me MILF. No woman will ever love you like I love you. My sweet angel, my eldest, my favorite son. What are you looking at? Never seen a hook before? I don't know why she sounds like that, but she does. I'm just causing famines and mass destruction. Yeah, hate me. I'm mommy's favorite.